unofficial Universal Orlando podcast is a member of the Mice Chat Podcast Network. MicePod.com. Now live the movies and hear the fun.
Greetings, Universal Orlando fans. It's time for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast with your hosts, Lee, Tracy, and Darren.
Welcome to episode 39 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. I am Lee, and the children hiding under your bed join me, Darren and Tracy. You alright, you two? Tracy's killing herself.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, everybody. I think he's been on the sauce again.
Welcome, everyone, to our first official... not full Halloween Horror Night show, but our Halloween Horror Night show. I hope everyone enjoyed Darren's little foray into his full reveal last week. Everyone seems really pleased by it, Darren, to be honest.
Thank you. I know I did.
That was good. Came across really well. Yeah. I'm well impressed with it. Now, everything all right? Everybody happy, are they? Darren, I know you've got a little something to announce, but we'll leave that just for a second.
All right.
Spooky? What? Yes?
Tracy, everyone who follows us on Facebook would know that we did our first itinerary for next year.
Whee, we did indeed.
And speaking
and it's still on the wall.
It is still on the wall. I can see it to my left.
It's going to stay there for the next year now.
Tracy, how long is it until we go?
Too long. It's 329 days, or I think that is 47 weeks.
47 weeks. Woo! I am quite excited. Now, speaking of going to Orlando, I have a little shout out. One of our listeners who has been on the show before, Matt Holt, is flying out the day this comes out with his fiancée, Shana. And he wanted us to give Shana a little shout out. Because in 4 days' time, it is her birthday.
All right. Happy birthday, Shana.
Happy birthday, and I hope you're suitably embarrassed, and I hope Matt gets a punch in the arm.
And I hope you make him buy you something very expensive.
A wand from the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
That sounds like a really good plan to me.
Yeah.
Hey, you can embarrass me anytime then, if that's what you get.
Whatever. Now, Darren, how long is it till Halloween Horror Nights now?
We have exactly 1 week until opening night.
Now, you have a little announcement to make as well as far as Halloween Horror Nights goes, don't you?
Yes. By the time this goes out, I will have already been firmly planted on Cloud 9 because I got to attend the media event for Halloween Horror Nights that took place this past Wednesday.
Definitely, and a big thank you to Eric for that.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Thank you very much. It's a dream come true for me. This is amazing.
I'm overexcited. Darren will tell you I was at the football at the weekend when I probably should have been watching the match, texting back and forwards on Facebook with him because I was like, oh, we need to do this, and we need to do that, and we need to do this. And he's like, whoa, I don't even know whether I have the day off yet.
Right.
Lee gets overexcited.
Yeah, but I did get clearance, so as of the intro here, I have not officially gone yet, but you'll hear how excited I am shortly in the show.
Yeah. Now, I think it's brilliant.
Tracy, we are still running the competition.
We are still running the competition? Right. Now, the competition is, of course, to win Mckenzie's Our Kingdom of Dust digital download, which is available through Smashwords. It's a Smashwords download, and you will be able to choose whichever format you want to get on, whether it be Kindle or I only have a Kindle. What else is there?
What is the Nook?
Yes.
iPad.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, even iPhone, Android phone.
Yeah, anything that you want to read it on, you can get it on. So I did actually make a bit of a boob last time. I forgot to tell you when the competition closes. So you do have until Friday the 21st.
Which is Halloween Horror Nights opening night.
Yes, which is a week today. Until 12 p.m. GMT.
Would you like...
And I was going to say, shall I reiterate the question?
I would.
I would as well. Now, remember, you don't have to have read the book. It's the best guess, because it's all about your imagination. What is a secret ingredient in the dust? Remember, this is Leonard, so the weirder the better.
If you haven't read the book, the dust's what? It's some sort of drug. I haven't read it, but...
that's it. That's enough. It's a component of... Yeah, it's a drug.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd stop myself there. Yes. So, what is the secret ingredient? No, the secret ingredient is a component, isn't it? That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Doolally.
Cool. So, come on, people, get entering.
Yes.
I might enter because I haven't read it yet.
The weirder the better. Come on, we've got to make Leonard laugh.
Yes, we've had some funny ones in so far.
Yes.
I think
or even puke. Make Leonard puke. That'd be great.
I would say
if you can accomplish that, I would consider that quite a feat.
Anything else, you guys?
That's it from me.
Nope, think that's it. Are you trying to tell me I have something else to say?
No,
that's it from me. Okay.
Right, so coming up on this show, we've got the news as usual, which will include Eric's next What's Newniversal. We then have Darren's review of the said Halloween Horror Night preview media event, and I'm quite excited about that. Plus, as part of that, Darren is adding on his Halloween Horror Nights Survival Guide.
Nice.
Does it have to be said in that front?
Yeah.
Okay.
So every time you mention it, it's Survival Guide. We're then going to have, for all our non-Halloween Horror Nights fans, a little roundtable discussion, because we know everyone's not a fan of Halloween Horror Nights, so we want...
I know, there are some very strange people out there. Sorry.
But yeah, we got a little... we put it out to our Facebook, to our newsletter subscribers to come up with some topics, and we picked a topic that we find people
but don't worry, that was just a perk for the first newsletter.
Yeah.
This will be coming open to everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then we're going to finish up the show. We invited listener Mckenzie Ramey onto the show very recently, and she has attended the backstage horror tour at Halloween Horror Nights for the last 2 years running, so she's coming on to tell us all about that. Mm-hmm. So without waffling on anymore...
Really?
It's on to the news!
And now your news from around the Universal Orlando Resort with your UUOP news team.
Right, let's get this news started, shall we? Let's start off with the Velvet Sessions.
Okay, I'm no doubt this will be someone I've never heard of again.
Right. Well, as part of the Pinktober Cancer Awareness Month, which is always something people should support.
Definitely.
We have Bret Michaels, and I am going to apologise because I have no clue how to pronounce this. I don't know whether it's Katia or Catella.
I'll do it the proper English way. It's
Quatella. It's Quatela. I'm sorry.
We know who she is, though.
I know who she is, yes. She's on Facebook. Jacqueline Catella, whatever she's called. Bless her. So, yes, Bret Michaels and this lady and her band. On Thursday, September the 27th of this year, of course, there is going to be a silent auction with hotel stays and many other things to win. Which I think sounds good. Again, this is the Pinktober Cancer Awareness. So if this sounds like something that you would be interested in, I mean, have you guys heard of Bret Michaels?
I've heard of him, but I couldn't tell you anything about him.
Oh, Guns N' Roses? Is that right? Am I right in that one?
Guns N' Roses?
Wait, Bret Michaels. No, I'm totally getting that wrong, I bet.
Axl Rose.
My sister's going to kill me.
Okay.
I could pick him out of a lineup. He is...
Oh, yeah, he wears a lot of eye makeup.
Yeah. Poison.
Oh, right.
Poison! That's the one. I couldn't think myself.
How rubbish a wig.
Sorry, Trisha. You're listening.
Hang your head in shame. So, yes. If Bret Michaels and... I'm going to have to try and pronounce it again.
I like the way you like
it.
Yeah, I like that.
That's what I think it probably is. If they're your thing, or if just supporting cancer awareness is your thing, get yourself along on the 27th. It's 6:30 start, and you can purchase your tickets online as usual and receive your early entry at 6 p.m. So tickets are $50 online or $55 at the door. And that includes specialty speciality drinks and finger foods from 6:30 p.m. until showtime. So that's great. You can stuff your face a bit. And then it's live music and cash bars from the showtime onwards, and there's also valet parking. And now, after the show, you can hang out in the Velvet Bar with the DJ playing you some tunes until 1 in the morning. Now, if you want a VIP ticket, which gives you access to a special viewing area with a private bar and all the benefits of a regular Velvet Sessions ticket, that's $75 online only. So, of course, that's as usual at the Hard Rock Hotel in Universal Orlando. And parking is complimentary.
Yep, and if you've ever waited in line at a bar at Universal, then you know that $25 is extra. $25 is money well spent.
Good to know. So, yeah. So if you want to go and support Pinktober, get yourself along.
Very cool.
Yep.
So you bought a Pinktober badge when we went to the one in Edinburgh, didn't you? The Hard Rock Cafe.
I did.
Last year, yeah.
I did. I always support anything like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, we got some other news that I found out here. People have been talking about the blockout dates for Universal Studios. Usually it's just Islands of Adventure that has blockout during July, but it looks like Universal Studios from the 1st to the 31st this year has a blockout date for the Power Pass. And also in conjunction with that, posted on UK's ticket site, Attraction Tickets Direct, they posted Universal's Transformers ride will be in Orlando before you know it. It's been rumored that the original Universal Studios Hollywood attraction, Transformers: The Ride 3D, will be at Universal Studios Florida as early as the 13th of June.
Ooh.
So those blackout dates would very much indicate
an attraction opening, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Give the pass members a little preview, a couple weeks during June, and then block out July for the
because
for
then
the general.
Yeah, your vacation is, won't you?
Does this mean something would actually work in our favour for once in one of our holidays?
It's still only.
Oh no, I've just jinxed it. It's going to get delayed now.
It's still only rumour, but
yeah. But it is going up fast over there. Whatever's being built there, if this is in fact true, then it's going up quick.
I am so excited if that's true. Because we mentioned about that posted a while back, didn't we? Whether it was fake or not is irrelevant. It's in December 2013, and we were like, typical. It's not going to open before we're there. And now everything's pointing towards it. They're going to have to rattle it up quick, mind.
But they do seem to have been, whatever they're building in there, they do seem to have been really beavering away.
Well, Eric took us pictures that I posted on the website earlier in the week, and he said now it's getting really, really difficult to take pictures. I mean, he's actually been stopped and told to delete Transformers, in brackets, in speech marks, to delete them off his camera. So they're being very cagey over it.
Very cagey indeed.
If it's true and it opens then, I'm just so pleased because it means we'll get to ride it when we're there next year.
I know. Ooh.
Very cool.
Certainly.
That is really cool.
I am excited.
Yeah, I definitely hope it opens before you guys get here.
Yes, it would make a change.
Yeah.
Because last time the Wizarding World was supposed to be open and it didn't. But anyway. Right, I've got a little bit for anybody who's listening who is a Universal Orlando team member. Because it was brought to our attention by the guys over at the NBA City restaurant that for the entire month of September, Universal Orlando employees will get 25% off their meals.
Oh, that's nice.
So I assume you just turn up, show your I wouldn't assume you must have some sort of ID, and you get 25% off your meal at NBA City, which is cool.
Very nice.
Anybody eaten there? No, we haven't. Darren, have you ever?
I actually think I have once. One of the it would have been quite a few years ago, but if I remember correctly, I did eat there. I think I just had like a standard burger. But the atmosphere in there is really cool. I know I've been in there before. Just recently, I walked through there, and it's just really cool how it's set up. Definitely worth a visit.
Cool. I've got to say, I've always heard good things about it.
It's good as well for the team members if they want to go out, like for the lunch and stuff, isn't it? They can go out and you get a discount. I think it's good that they offer the employees discounts in City Walk.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah,
cool.
Definitely.
There you go. Go and check it out, guys.
All right.
Is it me again?
I don't know, is it? I haven't got any more news, Darren, you?
No, I'm all I'm all
You're
out. I'm
used out.
already in Halloween Horror Nights mode.
We have to listen to my dulcet tones again because it's time for.
I know we need it.
This month in history.
Bom bom bom.
I think we may be overlapping now. Because I think this is when we started last time. But we have new listeners since then.
Definitely.
And I bet you lot didn't pay that much attention. So you can listen again and learn it all over again. So, September. On September the 30th, 1990, Jaws is temporarily closed by Universal due to persistent major technical problems. During the shutdown, Universal sues the original designer of the Jaws ride, Ride and Show Engineering, and hires Totally Fun Company to create a redesigned version of most of the ride.
Basically, it just didn't work. Darren, you went then, didn't you? None of it. Oh no, it was Thomas. He gets a shout out every bloody week now, doesn't he, Thomas? I know Thomas went. Nothing worked. He went. If I remember rightly, he literally went to go on Jaws, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't working. He was
Thomas who went with his brother.
Devastated. Yeah.
Yeah, from what I remember, the main issue was a rotating table that they had underwater that would move the boat from one track to another, and that was the part that was constantly malfunctioning.
That was supposed to be the bit where Jaws clamps down on the side of the boat and turns the boat 90 degrees.
Yeah,
which would be really cool if it did work.
Yeah, but wasn't it? It wouldn't realign properly.
Yeah, because there is video of that on YouTube still.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine being stuck and then a rescue boat comes alongside? Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to step from one boat to the other? No, there's great whites in there.
There's loads.
Yeah.
There's not a chance. Anyway, before we go completely to Cloud Cuckoo Land, let's move on to 1993 and September the 16th. MCA Universal announced plans to expand Universal Studios Florida into the Universal City Florida Resort Complex, and this included a second theme park, I wonder which that was, and multiple hotels.
That's a really bad name, isn't it? The Universal City Florida Resort Complex.
Yeah, glad that didn't stick around.
Yeah.
Well, then they still ended up going with something really bad, didn't they? Because Jim Hill told us, didn't he, that they called it Florida Escapes, and people didn't get it. It's like gone down in history as the worst theme park marketing campaign ever.
Wow.
Because people just didn't really understand what it was.
That's
right.
I know Jim said to us that they kind of took a step back for a few years because of that. Because people didn't realise that Islands of Adventure was a separate park. They thought it was part of Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Which is such a shame because I love Islands of Adventure.
Yes. Well, moving on, because obviously you're a little soapbox there.
No, not at all. No, that's just from what Jim told us.
On September the 2nd, 1999, Hercules and Xena, Wizards of the Screen closed. Now, is that where Poseidon's Fury is now?
No, that's where Transformers is going.
Oh, of course, yes. So, yes, that closed.
Darren, did you see Hercula and Xenies?
No, but I didn't see Hercules or Xena either.
Was that the cross-dressing version of the show?
Tell you what, if it had been Xena, I'd have won and watched it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I didn't even... Yeah. As far as I can remember, I don't ever remember it being there when I was at the park, so...
Right.
I must have just skipped right over it.
Yeah, I think probably a lot of people did.
Now, moving on to 2002, September the 8th to be precise, Confrontation closed in a closing ceremony. Strange that. Having a closing and a closing ceremony. The loss of the attraction caused much controversy among fans of the park. And I'd like to add, and still does to this day.
Yeah, I would have liked to have ridden Confrontation.
Yeah, me too, except for I went like 3 times when it was open and it was still broke down, so I can understand why it happened.
That's much worse than us just never...
Yeah, like 2 times we went, it was just completely down the entire day, and then the other time we went, we waited in line, we were going to be the next car in, and then it shut down for the rest of the day.
Oh...
So. Yeah, that was a good hour and a half wait for it to shut down.
Everybody who's ridden it said it was a really good attraction, but then I like the Mummy as well, so...
Yeah.
Now, on September the 4th, 2003, the Wild 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 West Stunt Show closed. Are we seeing a pattern here?
Lots of things closing in September.
Yeah. So yes, that closed. Now, I'll be interested because we went to Portaventura in Spain, the Universal Park, and they had a Wild West stunt show.
I think we mentioned this every time we talk about the Wild West
I really must find out if it is the same stunt show, because if it is, that's a shame, because it was a really good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in September 2006, Universal quietly closed half of Back to the Future, the ride, in preparation for its closure. Now, the rumours ranged that the ride would be replaced by either a Simpsons or a Fast and the Furious themed ride. Well, obviously the Simpsons won out there.
Yeah. I didn't know
was
that.
Really well done.
I didn't know that they were talking about putting a Fast and Furious. I wonder if it'd have been the same concept then.
Possibly.
I think that would have been pretty neat.
I think it could have worked, especially with the franchise still going.
Fast and Furious has been rumoured around the park for ages, though, hasn't it? Because it's like a Universal franchise. I'm surprised they haven't.
Isn't it?
Well, they featured the cars multiple times.
Yeah, because they weren't the outside Mel's driving.
Yeah, well, they've had them there, and they also have had them over on the studio side near where the old Nickelodeon Studios was.
All right.
I've got some pictures of myself back when I was, I think, 16, 17 years old with the first cars.
Yeah.
From the ride. So I will look for those and try to post them up.
Well, they released 6 of them, and they're making the 7th now.
I've only seen 2 of them.
I've seen all of them. I love them.
Let's move on to 2008, September the 9th, for another closure. The Boneyard.
Yes. I would have liked to have seen. I don't really know.
What was the Boneyard? Remind me.
It was just like all the old props and stuff, wasn't it, Darren?
Do you know, I really think they should keep something like this. You know.
I don't know if I went when it was open either.
Well, we'll have been there 2004 geeks. And 2005, so it must have been there then, but I don't ever remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Everybody likes a prop.
Definitely.
Come on, Universal, get the Boneyard back open.
Well, Disney have got a whole bloody attraction in Hollywood Studios. It's pretty much, well, it's not going to be much more, but anyway.
Anyway, we don't talk about Disney.
Don't say that, we'll get complaints.
Ooh. Oh, everybody knows it's all a joke and we love Disney.
Yeah,
anyway.
You only have to look at our planet to see how many days we're spending there.
Anyway, moving on to 2009, September the 16th again. Universal officially revealed the Wizarding World's attractions, and they included Zonko's, Honeydukes, the Owl Post, Dervish and Bangs, Ollivander's One Shop Experience, the Frog Choir, I always want to say chorus, but of course that was Paul McCartney.
Yes.
Triwizard Spirit Rally, Flight of the Hippogriff, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, Filch's Emporium of Confiscated Goods, and Dragon Challenge, which replaced the then still operating Dueling Dragons ride.
Yeah, but now it doesn't duel anymore.
Yeah.
Nope, they're just dragons.
I suppose changing the name then it doesn't bring attention to it as much.
True.
It's called Dragon Challenge, not Dueling Dragons. I wonder if they knew. Potentially, this ride isn't going to duel anymore. Therefore, we shall change the name.
Yeah, it could be. They had some reports from previous years, right? So
possibly. Yeah.
I need to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and it needs to be soon.
Well, you're going to have to wait 329 days.
They might as well.
And a couple more.
They might as well, when I walk into that park for the first time, just take my wallet off me. Because I have no doubt I'm going to empty it in that area.
And have tissues at the ready, because I'm sure there'll be a few tears.
I will cry when I enter, ride
Don't
the
pull
ride
faces
and
at
leave.
Me. I know you.
Yeah, I know I will.
Uh-huh. And finally, September 2011, Universal 360, a Cinesphere Spectacular, was discontinued.
Another cancellation.
Another one, yes.
It was okay for what it was, but I don't think it was ever meant to be anything really huge, so...
Yeah. It seems what they've got in there now seems to be way,
But there was one
better.
other thing, September history.
Right.
Yeah, September 22nd, 1983, the world's largest Halloween Horror Nights fan was born.
I like it.
And on the anniversary, I will visit again.
Yay!
Cool. Actually, I'm going to say that then, because our next show will be out after that. So, Darren, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday for your birthday.
I'm going to stay the same age, but I'll celebrate anyways.
Yes.
Very wise, I would.
I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate a birthday than going to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, it's pretty great for it to coincide with the opening. It's awesome.
Cool.
I don't like my birthday anymore.
That coincides with Grinchmas.
I was going to say, because we were only a day apart. Yes.
Please feel free to send us any birthday presents. That was the 23rd and the 24th of 22nd.
Yes, Flight and Pot.
22nd. Ow.
Oh my God, he is now buying me the biggest present in history.
22nd and 23rd.
And it will be sparkly.
Anyway.
And made of diamond.
What, a drill bit?
Better bloody not be.
A diamond chip drill bit. No, here.
I think I would stop talking if I was...
any more?
Just shut up. You're in a hole. Stay there. So everyone, that will do it for this month in history. Next year you will hear that on September the 9th, 2012, Lee was brutally murdered by his wife.
It's the 14th, dear. Oh no, it's 9th.
It is the 9th today. Thank you very much.
When the show comes out. Oh, God.
He was brutally murdered twice for back chatting. So if you would like to... and whistling. You will go on the naughty step. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to proceed in an orderly fashion, where you will be seated, and you can listen to our lovely Eric's What's Newniversal?
Hello, everyone. This is Eric Davis, live from Universal's Islands of Adventure theme park in Orlando, Florida. This is What's Newniversal? Well, I've just completed my rounds through both theme parks this week, and let me tell you, what's new is pretty crazy. Now, if you can't guess by the wonderful music and the other ambient noise, I am in Seuss Landing right now. If you guys can guess exactly where in Seuss Landing, you'll get 10 Newniversal points. So first of all, I want to go ahead and actually review the new Universal Superstar Breakfast. Now, with the new parade that was unveiled, the Superstar Parade, Universal also did something they haven't done actually in a long time, where they actually had a character meal. And actually 2 weeks ago, with my nephew and my niece and a few other people, I decided that it was time to experience this new character meal. Now, as someone who's done most of the character meals actually in Orlando, where I had done the old character meal at Confisco's with Spider-Man, I've done Cinderella's Royal Table at the Magic Kingdom, I've done 1900 Park Fair, I've done so many character meals, to where one might say I'm jaded when it comes to character meals. So I was really actually excited to try this one to see, can Universal have a new take on a character breakfast? And here's what I have to say is I have a really busy 4-year-old nephew, and when I say busy, like the boy non-stop runs. That's why Universal theme parks are perfect for him, because they allow him to really kind of run, explore, play, and there's a lot less waiting in line, and there's more doing things. And so for a little 4-year-old, he loves that. So, it was my hope that the character breakfast would be similar, and I have to say emphatically, I have to say that yes, this is a character breakfast made for kids who, want to be excited about characters. Because at Disney, the characters kind of make the rounds, and it's very much like sit down, wait your turn. Where at the Superstar Breakfast is really like a dance party in the morning, where they had a DJ and an area for the kids to dance and jump around with the characters. The characters still came around to your table and spent a lot of time, but they did more activities with the kids, where Henry was encouraged to get out of his seat and play with the characters. The characters really took time and played with him. For him, it's an experience. Even though he's 4, he still talks about over and over again about Gru, about SpongeBob, about Hop and EB, the other bunnies from Hop, Squidward, the girls from Despicable Me, And so for Henry, for my nephew, it was an amazing experience where he really got to be friends with them. And so now when he talks about his friends, it's more than just I waited in line and got an autograph. He actually talks about his friends at Universal, and it was really, really thrilling, and exciting. And I have to say, seeing it through his eyes just made me kind of fall in love with Universal all over again, and be like, wow, this is, these are the experiences he's going to remember. He's going to remember this, and luckily now, whenever he thinks of Uncle, he thinks of roller coasters and best friends here in Florida. Now moving on from there, let's talk about what's new, okay? So, with all the major projects going on, as you'll see in the photos, Transformers is really moving along. It's getting a lot harder to get pictures. Week before last, I was actually stopped by security, and I was required to delete all my photos. So that's the kind of environment that picture taking is happening in right now. And so it's been very hard to get photos because obviously I'm trying to be respectful of what has been asked of me. At the same time, I am a theme park nerd. I love Universal, and I will not stop finding out what's going on. So, with that being said, I got a few photos, and work is really continuing at the breakneck speed. It looks like most of the bottom construction is kind of coming to a close where all the walls, it looks like all the foundation walls have been built, all the interwalls for the bottom foundation are being built. It seems like most of that work's done because they're not hauling dirt out anymore. They're hauling steel in now, as you'll see. So that's moving along. There have been different timelines for what is, when that replacement's going to open, whether it's next summer or next winter. I honestly don't know. All I know is that it's happening. It's happening fast, and I will continue to cover it. Now, the Wizarding World 2.0 over in Old Amity has gone vertical, and let me tell you, the buildings are huge. We're talking, I don't know, like 20 meters tall, I guess 60, 70 feet tall. They are going to be big buildings. Similar definitely in size to the building that was built for Hogwarts. Massive structure. So that's going on. And then on top of that, you have the whole Simpsons games being built. So the Midway games are being fleshed out. It looks like more and more, the Midway games are going to kind of, hopefully be whimsical and reflect the Simpsons humor. Now, this week, Universal filed a permit to demolish Building 72. Building 72 consists of the Quickie Mart, International Food, Film, and Fun, and the bathrooms by animal actors. And now, I don't know what's going to go there. I don't know what their plan is, but if they're reworking that area to make it better work with the Simpsons or better work with the Kids Zone, then that's awesome, and I can't wait to see. But that just makes one more big project going on at Universal Studios, which I say awesome. I love the park. I want more and more. Give it to me. I'll spend money. So that takes us now to Halloween Horror Nights, actually, in the studios. Stuff is being set up. If you've gone previous years, it seems very minimal compared to how other years have been set up. But you kind of have to look and see, and look and realize that, there's a lot of construction going on. And so, sadly, there isn't a lot they can add. Over at Islands, the construction has expanded into Lost Continent for the new Hogwarts Express station. You're beginning to see it is going to take up. It's going to have a fairly large footprint. So it'll be interesting to see how it happens, how those buildings are demolished that are over there, the old frozen yogurt, the frozen desert stand, the fortune-telling booth, and some other places. So it's exciting. All I know is that I will continue to cover it. I'm thrilled to, be the boots on the ground for the unofficial Universal podcast. And I look forward to talk to you all week. And again, that's what's Newniversal. Again, this is Eric coming to you live from Islands of Adventure at Universal Studios Orlando Resort.
We'd like to take this opportunity to say a big thanks to Lex Wall. Lex is the host of the Anything Ghost podcast. As part of his podcast, he writes and records his own music, and once again he has kindly allowed us to use some of his music for our Halloween Horror Night shows. Now, you've heard some already in our Halloween Horror Night reveal show, and there will also be some behind our Halloween Horror Night segments in this show and the next 3 shows. So if you like the music you've heard, please go and check out Lex's podcast. It's Anything Ghost, and you can find it at anythingghost.com. It's also on iTunes, so go and head over there if you're interested in hearing people's paranormal stories. And also, if you like the music, it is available on iTunes, Amazon, and wherever you get your music. Now also, if you have liked what you've heard, please let Lex know. Let him know that you've heard because of us. I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. you can send him an email to lex@anythinggoes.com. Right, on with the show.
What's up, Internet? This is Darren from the UUOP, reporting on the September 12th Halloween Horror Nights media event. I attended this year with thanks to Eric Davis, our photographer and What's Newniversal segment host. Thanks a lot, Eric. I really appreciate it. Universal has spared no expense this year, and if you were on the fence about attending the show, allow me to pull you off that fence and right into a swarm of zombie walkers. First, we got to see some of the costume designs and the painstaking work that goes into making the scare actors as horrifying as possible. We also got to chat with a few directors of the show, along with makeup designer Michael Burnett, who's been working on Halloween Horror Nights for the last 9 years. We also spoke briefly with one of this year's scare actors, and yes, he said it is as fun as you'd imagine. He takes great pleasure in scaring the life out of you. I posted his picture to my Instagram feed. That's at Amsterdam, AMSTERDAAM. Go ahead and add me on there for Universal and Busch Gardens pictures. But I did not get the scare actor's name. If you recognize this ghoul from that picture, thank him again for speaking with us. After speaking with our host for the day, we got to tour 2 of the houses. The first one was Dead End, and we got to see that one in production mode, minus a few key effects and a smaller scare actor staff than usual. The house is amazing. Our buddy Eric got quite a few scares, as did I. We were allowed to take pictures, so direct yourself over to uuopodcast.com to see those. That should be posted by now here. I took quite a few, and so did Eric, so you'll get a very good idea of what you'll see in that house. You do not want to miss it. The next house we toured was Silent Hill. We saw this one with the lights on, no scare actors, no effects, well, low effects anyways. And it was really cool to be able to go in there and take pictures for you guys. So again, yeah, go over to the website and check those out. I have no idea what the house will look like with the effects on and all, but even in the plain light of day, this house looked incredible. You're going to see aspects from the games as well as the already released movie and the movie that has yet to come out. A cool side note on that, Mike Aiello told us that they actually had the new film digitally broadcast to the theater at City Walk so the designers could watch it and add elements of the movie to the house, which is really cool. We also got a few tips on the other houses. Who remembers a house called Dead Exposure? One of the most prolific houses in Halloween Horror Nights history. It featured a flash strobe effect, similar to a camera shot that was used and employed very well to disorient you and temporarily blind you while scare actors jumped out at you. So the effect works very well, and that strobe effect will be in play in the Universal House of Horrors, along with many other things. If you listen to our interview with Mike Aiello, he'll go into more details with that. This is a great effect, and I cannot wait for this house even more. All the news that has come out recently, the fact that you have to crouch through a portion of it with scare actors on both sides and above you, that is awesome. Because getting crouched into a prone position like that just adds to that defenseless kind of element, and then gives you a little claustrophobic effect as well, and that's very cool. Also, we were told that the Walking Dead house is not actually just contained within the house. I'm not going to go into any more detail on that. You'll just have to check that out for yourself. I'll also say that the tunnel is back, and it's being used in a very cool way. The tunnel, if you've gone in past years, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, you'll just be surprised. Again, you're going to have to wait and see it. I'm not going to tell you where they used it. I personally don't recommend watching the walkthrough videos that have been posted from today until after you visit. And that's nothing at all against the other shows, but it's just going to be better to have the surprise and then afterwards see what it looked like with the lights on. A little note on the IP or intellectual property aspect of this event. I've heard a lot. I go on a lot of the forums for Halloween Horror Nights and message boards and that sort of thing, and I see a lot of people are kind of bummed out that they did go with so many IPs this year. After talking with the creators and directors of this event, I have no concerns at all. While there using a lot of the IPs this year. Each story in each of the houses is unique. They're taking familiar characters, scenes, and various other elements from these properties and creating something new and original in each house. So yeah, like I said, if you're bummed out about the IPs, don't be. This year is going to be just as good as any other year, if not better. We didn't get a lot more info on the scare zone aspect, but suffice it to say that you are not safe. When they say you're not safe anywhere, they mean it. You can listen to our interview with Laura Wallace here in a little bit, and she'll tell you a little bit more about that. And that's going to do it, basically, for the review of the media event. Again, I want to thank Universal, MiceChat.com, and Eric Davis for that. Really appreciate it. Now on to my Halloween Horror Nights Survival Guide. I've broken this into a few segments to maximize your enjoyment of Halloween Horror Nights. First, I'll talk about before you go, then I'll talk about the opening of the gates, and then I'll talk about the actual event itself. So let's go ahead and start that up. Now, before you go, number one, buy an express pass. You've heard me say this so many times on the show. It is so very important. Even if the lines aren't that long, I cannot express how important an express pass is. Ha ha ha, pun intended. You don't want to spend your time sitting in lines, now do you? No. You want to be out there getting terrified. Get the express, it's worth its weight in gold. What to wear and bring? Bring your camera. While you cannot take pictures inside the house, unless you're super special like me, wink wink, you can still take pics with the scare actors and of the streets outside. It's dark, so make sure your camera works well in low light or that you have a decent flash. Do not try to record in the houses or you'll be kicked out. Also, bring a roll-up poncho if there's even a 10% chance of rain. Wear comfortable shoes as you'll be doing a lot of walking and maybe even some running. Also bring lots of money with you because you probably want to buy some novelties and drinks if you're into that. Wear comfortable clothes. The usual theme park thing, you know. Don't be one of the girls I see every year in a dress and heels. Why would you even consider wearing that into a theme park? You are insane. Sheesh. Now let's move on to the front gates. When you first arrive and when the gates open, it's going to still be light out. Don't be discouraged. As the night goes on, the more horrifying it becomes. Plan your route of attack before the event, or just remember this. The houses in the sound stages, and I know for sure that Silent Hill and Dead End are for sure. Those houses are your best early bets, as they don't have the problem of light getting in. And that brings me to another tip. The first house you go to most likely won't have a long line. Don't use the express pass if the line is really short. Save it for a later walkthrough when the line is longer. The first house you visit will likely have a very short line, so do a run through and go again later when things pick up. Now, during the event, my first rule, don't get wasted. If you are visibly incapacitated, you will be removed. A very drunk person in a haunted house do not mix. I have witnessed a drunk guy punching a scare actor in the house and getting forcibly dragged out by security with a silent whoosh. I've seen drunk people pulling at props and calling out scare actor locations or trying to scare the scare actors back. All these people have been removed from the event, or at least the house. I don't know for sure the event, but I'm guessing pretty likely. Don't be one of these people. You paid good money to be there, enjoy yourself, and have a good, safe time. And you want to be able to remember this too, right? Now, these scare actors will not touch you. They will, however, get up in your proverbial grill. If you know this is going to happen ahead of time, then you'll know not to react by touching them. No matter how scared you are, you have the security of knowing that they will not touch you. If you're the kind of person that reacts poorly to that, I don't recommend going because it happens, and the more scared you get, the more fuel they fire, the more they will pile it on. And as I said before, there's no safe zones this year. As you will soon hear in our interview with Laura Wallace, you aren't even safe at the shops. If you get overwhelmed, go to the bathrooms. I think we can all reasonably assume that there's not going to be scare actors in there, and the lights are on so you can gain back some confidence. Keep the fact that you're totally safe in the back of your mind, but try to keep it really far back there, really suppressed, because you're there for the scares. That's what you want to see there. If there's a show you really want to catch, note the time and start heading over there about 30 minutes prior to showtime. Another great reason to have the Express Pass, of course, because less time in line equals more time to watch a show. And as I said before, the scare actors will take pictures with you outside the houses. Well, some will. Some are very into their characters and will not break character for a photo. And some more info here for first-timers. The houses are formatted in such a way that you walk through in a line, so there's not really a chance to get separated from your group. Try not to look too far ahead in the houses. You'll ruin the scares for yourself. Try to keep your focus on the room that you're in. If you feel like you have to scream, by all means, please do. It adds to the ambiance. However, if the person in front of you is about 6 foot, long hair and a beard, answers to Darren, please don't claw at his back when things jump out at you. I have that problem every year. The event is usually tweaked throughout the duration of it, so some things might be rough at the beginning. I actually prefer it at this time because the scare actors are excited and ready to rip your guts out. I mean, scare you. The roughness also adds to the overall ambiance as well. This year's event was already being worked on when last year's event ended, so you're getting quality no matter when you go. The reason I mention it at all is if you're able to, you might want to go back later in October again and have a totally different experience. Most of all, have fun and be terrified. It's good for you. It gets the blood pumping, and the vampires really appreciate it when you do that for them in advance. And that will do it for this segment of the show. I hope you all enjoyed it. I definitely did. And now I have some extra special treats for all the bad girls and boys. I got some audio interviews with Patrick Brilliard, Mike Aiello, and Laura Wallace, their show directors, and Mike Burnett, who's a 9-year veteran makeup designer. Again, big thanks to Eric for conducting the interviews while I nervously stood there gaping at some of my idols. Also, a big thanks to MiceChat.com for giving us the opportunity to cover it. We really appreciate it. Now on with the interviews.
My name is Michael Aiello, and I'm a show director for Universal Orlando Resort.
And how long have you been working with Halloween Horror Nights?
I have been working with Horror Nights in some capacity, be it a character, since 1996.
So we have a lot of aspiring people who want to work with Halloween Horror Nights. How do they get to your point?
That's a question we get asked a lot, and there honestly is no easy answer for that. A lot of passion, and a lot of being at the right place at the right time. I started as a character, and so there were events that kind of happened that led to me being involved with the creative staff that's here on the event. There isn't really any one answer. Everybody kind of has their own different way they kind of got into this. TJ Manarino, who's the director of art and design, he started at Nickelodeon, designing props and sets for Nickelodeon Studios when that was here, and worked his way into Horror Nights that way. So there's a bunch of different angles and ways, but I can guarantee you the one main thing that everybody has on this team is passion and a love for horror. So I think those are two main attributes, and a lot of it is drive and right place, right time.
So over the years, what has been your favorite thing that you've worked on at Halloween Horror Nights?
You have hard questions. My most favorite thing I've ever worked on. It's a tough answer because every year is so unique. Every year there's something that we do, whether it's in the concept and creation or the application that's really unique for us and that we really attach to. If I had to narrow down to this year, I would say our collaboration with all the properties that we worked with this year, because they've truly been involved. In the past, we've reached out to like New Line Cinema and when we did Nightmare and Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw, we reached out to them, told them what we do, here's what we'd like to do. They gave us tons of assets, and then we created using the passion we have for those films to create environments. We thought that's how we were going to go into it this year, working with AMC and Silent Hill. It wasn't the case. It was much better because they were actively involved. I can't tell you how many meetings and back and forth travels we've had between us and the AMC folks and Konami and Open Road Films with the new film coming out for Silent Hill. They've been very involved. And not in a you have to do it this way manner, in a very how can we create the best representation of our properties possible. Penn and Teller. We sat in a room with them, and Jim was conservative. It was like 5 hours. We sat in this room with them as they kind of went over the base, because they came with a concept already. We had a bunch of things on the table we were shoot at them, but they really latched onto this, blowing Vegas up and it being kind of a mutated, toxic environment. So they came in with that one idea, and then in that 5 hours, we fleshed out a really fun maze that is still, it's an IP house because Penn and Teller are involved, but it's also an original house. It's original on all fronts because Penn and Teller brought an original idea that they've never done before. We added our expertise to that and have created a very fun maze. And we always kind of try and do one maze that kind of leans on the comedic horror route, very Shaun of the Dead-esque. And this maze definitely does that. There's a lot of in-jokes in this maze. A lot of really fun characters, still terrifying, but also that's really funny to look at. And that's Penn and Teller's influence.
So for the hardest scare this year, what do you think is going to be maybe the house to go through if you think someone's hard to scare?
What's the house that's going to take the person that's hard to scare and bring them to their knees?
Correct.
Your questions are tough. I love them. I think Silent Hill's been pretty intense. Pyramid Head is a pretty intense character. It's a costume that we haven't done in a maze before, or in a long, long time. There are stilt-based characters in this maze. Pyramid Head is a very tall figure, so he's represented that way in this maze. So I think the sight of seeing him and a lot of the other characters that are associated with that brand, the nurses, we've got some stuff from the films, the Grey Children. I think that one is going to be a pretty intense maze.
Thank you so much.
My name is Patrick, last name Braillard, Braillard.
And what do you do here with Halloween Horror Nights?
I am a production show director for Halloween Horror Nights.
Awesome. And how long have you been with Halloween Horror Nights?
I've been with Halloween Horror Nights since 2007.
And over the years you've been with Halloween Horror Nights, what's been your favorite experience with Halloween Horror Nights?
Oh, wow. There's a lot because we work for an entire year building this entire show. But I'd have to say the concept phase. I love the fact that every single October or sometimes September and this year August, we roll up our sleeves and start to build this event from the ground up. This year we've got a really exciting array of houses, not only original content but also intellectual properties that we've licensed and worked with and collaborated with the creators of, like AMC's Walking Dead, Silent Hill, things of that nature, but also our reimagined Street Zone this year, and just being able to roll up our sleeves and get to work of figuring out exactly how we want to bring that to our guests.
So working year-round on Halloween,
yeah.
How does that work? How do you keep the excitement then all year round?
Well, we're huge horror nuts. We love horror films. We love horror comics, obviously, because the basis of AMC's Walking Dead came off of Robert Kirkman's amazing graphic novel. It's a lot of fun to dive into that world and be able to say what makes us scared or what's going to excite us to bring it to our guests.
And for the uninitiated, people who haven't attended Halloween Horror Nights before, what would you say is the best reason why they should come? Like, what can they expect to experience?
To get scared? I mean, it's fun. I think that for the first time guest, when they step through the gates of Halloween Horror Nights, they don't know what to expect. And I think that that's one of my favorite aspects of the event in total. A brand new guest has no idea that they're about to step into a realm where anytime that they're walking down the street, they can get scared. When they go into the houses, they'll be able to experience things like Alice Cooper's music, Penn and Teller's way of messing with guests, the video games of Silent Hill, the walkers from AMC's Walking Dead. They don't know about Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure and the tradition of comedy that exists in that show, or the new experience of 20 Penny Circus Fully Exposed. They don't know the breadth and the magnitude of the entertainment that they're going to get when they come to this event. And I think that that's something that's really, really exciting.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem.
I really appreciate your time.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
No problem. Come on.
My name's Laura Wallace. I'm a show director here at Universal Orlando.
And how long have you been with Halloween Horror Nights?
I've been with Halloween Horror Nights since 1998.
What got you into What got you into the event? What got you down here?
I've worked at Universal for over 16 years. Falling into Halloween Horror Nights was just kind of a given. It's our biggest event, and everybody loves it. I'm a dancer. I started out as a dancer, and I started working with Halloween Horror Nights choreographing Bill and Ted.
Awesome.
So that's kind of how I got into it.
So over the years, what's been your favorite experience with Halloween Horror Nights?
You know, there's so many. I have gotten to work on every part of Halloween Horror Nights. I was a part of the house design and creative team for a long time. I've recently switched to the streets over the past several years. I believe this year is probably one of my most exciting years because we got to totally reinvent the street program. And it's new, something we've never done before and completely exciting.
So when we hear that nowhere is safe, what does that mean? Like literally nowhere is safe?
Literally. There's
So
nowhere safe.
what if I go into a shop? Am I safe?
No.
What if I go onto the Men in Black queue? Am I safe?
Maybe.
Okay. What if I go into a bathroom? Am I safe?
Maybe.
Huh. So for the timid at heart, what do you have to warn them about this year? Like what?
You're going to get scared.
Thank you so much.
It's going to be scary.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael Burnett, makeup designer for Universal Studios Orlando.
And how long have you been doing Halloween Horror Nights?
This will be my 9th Halloween here in Orlando.
And what would you say is your favorite creation as a makeup director?
Every year there's something new. Yeah, this year it's been really cool because we're doing The Walking Dead, and so we've created hundreds of Walking Dead, and we get to match what people are used to seeing. So we bring film quality to to a live experience.
And as far as The Walking Dead, what have you enjoyed most about that property?
I think I enjoy the show as a fan, so that's probably it's been cool to recreate some of my favorite zombies or walkers that we've seen on the show, and then incorporate those looks into a huge mass of walkers.
And do you have any secrets or tips for anyone who wants to do what you do?
Any secrets or tips? Well, it's a job that you've gotta get your hands into and really work at it. There's a lot of things you can learn on the internet. You can watch a lot of the behind the scenes things from The Walking Dead and see how they do that. And Halloween's a great time to practice and create your own walker.
Thank you so much.
In a world where the skies are clouded with ADRs, park ticket, and hotel bookings, one hero stands like a beacon of light in the darkness. Heather at BR Guest Destinations. She can book all of your Universal Orlando vacation needs, and her service is free to you. And if you're staying on Disney property for some reason, she can also book Universal tickets that include transportation. How awesome is that? She's also an authorized Disney vacation planner, as well as being able to book all cruise lines. So if you're planning on battling Megatron alongside Optimus Prime at the new Transformers ride, or having a Duff Brew in the new Springfield area, or planning even further ahead to visit Harry Potter in Diagon Alley next year, contact Heather at 1-800-796-6240 or via email at heather@destinationsinflorida.com today. And don't forget to tell her that you're repping the UUOP.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Well, welcome everyone to our first roundtable discussion for those non-Halloween Horror Nights fans and the Halloween Horror Nights fans. Actually, we hope you enjoy it as well.
We do, and I wonder how much of a higher pitch Lee can reach
shut
there.
up. Stop picking on me.
It's what I do best.
Anyway, for the topic for this, Tracy put it out to our newsletter subscribers of anyone who had a suggestion for a topic we could discuss on the show. See, I did it again.
You did.
Anyway, the one we've picked is from our newsletter subscriber, Stephen Maxwell. And we know Stephen.
We do. Hello, Stephen.
Yes, and he put, "Hi all. I think that a discussion regarding the benefits / drawbacks of staying on / off, lots of strokes there, staying on / off site would be a good one to start with. As you say, not just Universal, but all areas in Orlando." And then he went on to say, "Halfway through the newest podcast, hope to finish today. All the best, Stephen." So I assume it must be finished by now.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Thought so.
So, yeah, I mean, we thought we'd equate this to not just staying on site and off site at Universal, but as Tracy and I have stayed at Disney as well, just visiting Orlando in general. You know, it's one of those things that a lot of people travel to the area. Even you, Darren. Mm-hmm. You're not that far away, yet you will still go and stay in a hotel when you're up there.
Yeah. Now,
yeah, just convenience. A 2-hour drive is a lot after you've been at the parks all day.
It is. Can I just interject? Because by matter of coincidence, I got a message on Facebook of John McNair.
Right.
And obviously he didn't know anything about this discussion that was going to be happening. So I got a little message from him telling me that the they're getting married in October and they're honeymooning over in Orlando.
Right.
Which, lucky buggers is all I can say. What a great place to honeymoon, though, eh?
Definitely.
So what he'd asked is they're thinking about getting a night in an on-site hotel. And they've looked at Disney, but have never seen the fireworks, and thought it'd be nice to stay close to it. But it was a bit expensive for them. And they said there was no point staying on-site at UOR, as the hotel's very close to it anyway, and because they're staying at the Point Orlando Resort.
Yes.
Yeah, so let me just quickly read through, just so I get to the points. So yeah, he's wanting to know the benefits and what we recommend. He's also wanting to know, which I thought could fit in with this, if we can recommend any good on-site restaurants, and can non-residents, as in like staying in the hotel, use the Universal hotel restaurants like you can in Disney.
That's an interesting question.
Which
Darren, do you know?
As far as I'm aware, you can.
Tackle that one, Darren?
Yeah. I'm going to say I don't know 100% for sure, but I'm going to say probably the most likely, because they want your monies.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, you can, because the kitchen at Hard Rock becomes very well recommended.
It would seem daft to turn people away.
Yes. It's a restaurant at the end of the day. They're there to make money. And he also wants recommendations for Disney restaurants.
Oh. That's on you guys.
Yeah.
Darren's
unless you just want inside Epcot, you know, I say go to the Japanese restaurant, and there you go.
So seeing as it's their honeymoon, we will allow Disney in. We do, you know.
Yeah.
We like Disney anyway. So yeah, I thought this could tie in, especially, you know, their honeymoon's going to be October the 29th, so if we include that with this discussion, they're going to get the information plenty of time for their honeymoon.
Right, well, let's start for the one thing that we've all done, and that's we've stayed off-site.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So, what would you guys say is the main benefit from staying off-site?
Price.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Price, hands down, yeah.
For me, also location. Because you're not stuck on either Universal property or Disney property. You can pick to be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, that's a good one. I know, like, if it's because off-site, everyone automatically assumes hotel, but a lot of people, especially from the UK, would go and stay in a villa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for us, like, loads of people have said to us, Darren, go and stay in a villa, it's brilliant, you never go back, you've got your own pool and blah, blah, blah. But for us, it's, like, for Tracy, you've always said the one thing that you feel that having a kitchen would make you feel that you would have to cook at some point. That's not what you want to do.
If anybody was tired, I'd just go, oh, let's just get something and go home, or let's just call into Publix, say, and I'll fix something back at the villa.
Yeah.
And for me, not cooking is very much part of my holiday, because I cook every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a problem for me. I have a kitchen at home, and I rarely use it anyway, so...
But, and, like, for us being Universal fans as well, and we do SeaWorld and the stuff on our drive and whatever, to be in a villa down there, it's quite a trek. They say they're like 10 or 15 minutes out of Disney. Even if you hit the I-4, you're still half an hour, 40 minutes.
Is what that can really mean.
40 minutes away from the top end of our drive to go to Universal. That's 40 minutes I don't want to be taken out of my day.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, and I have stayed in actually a home rental property. It was an entire house. My entire extended family went one time, so we had I think 10 to 12 people that came with us to go to Disney, and that was the most cost-effective means for us was to rent out the house.
I can't understand
but it was
that.
Yeah, but it was a very long drive to the park each day. So,
but from that point of view, people going with a big bunch of family, then it doesn't make sense to have a hotel, to have a house like that, because they do like 4 or 5, 6-bedroom houses. So you've all got your own little space, whereas to rent a hotel, you're talking 3 or 4 rooms would probably cost. So cost effective wise, that's the benefit of staying in a villa, definitely.
Oh,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But for
and we had a garage in ours, so that's where I think I was about 12 years old at the time. So that's where me and my cousin and my nieces and nephews, they just put us all in the garage to play, basically.
Cool.
Work out the rest of our energy after the park. Yeah.
You had energy after the parks?
Yeah. See.
Grief.
But yeah,
I wish I still had that energy.
Yeah.
Have you heard him? How old are
I know,
you?
he's so old.
28.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 29.
Oh my.
The day after this comes out. Well, no, the week after this comes out. Excuse me.
I'm saying nothing.
But yeah, a villa for us. We're at the parks like all day, so it doesn't make sense for us to have that. If we go up to Universal for the day, then to have to drive all the way back down to was pretty much what you've just said there, Darren. I mean, it's not a 2-hour drive, but it's still a trek to once you're out at the parks.
Yeah, and I think staying away, like in a neighborhood like that, kind of takes away from the whole vacation feel of it.
Yeah,
you're right.
You want to be out there, near International Drive to just go out on the street and see all the restaurants and attractions and everything out there.
That does make that is a really good point, though. You're right. I've never looked at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
When you've been up recently, then Darren, where have you stayed?
I haven't been to Disney in quite a while, but I typically stay at I've stayed at 3 different places the last 3 times. Stayed at the Holiday Inn right across the street from the main gate to Universal.
Right.
Is that a partner hotel?
Yes. So they usually have some good deals going on with that, along with a ticket tie-in package. So yeah, and that one's not bad at all. They just renovated it, so all the rooms are brand new, and it was a really nice place. And that was the one that, if you remember from my trip report, we got upgraded to a suite.
Yes.
After I'd paid $30 for it on Priceline, and then we got upgraded to a suite that normally is $120 a night. So.
Nice.
They're definitely good in my book, yeah.
Was that the one you walk to there's like a path that goes into City Walk?
Yeah, you do have to make the treacherous trek across the street there to the main gate, but then after that you had a walking path all the way to the park. To the City Walk, I mean, yeah.
So could you see Universal from your hotel room?
I could see the entrance. The way they have it, there's a lot of foliage and everything on that side. And you got the parking garage and everything on that side as well, so.
Cool. So where else have you stayed?
I also stayed at I want to say it's a Residence Inn, and that was a little farther away. We took a taxi that time to and from. That was for last year's Halloween Horror Nights.
Right.
That was also really nice. A little bit more restricted on property. If you're a cigarette smoker or anything like that, they have like one small section at the far end, like a mile away from from where you are. That kind of thing. But and that was more like of an extended stay kind of place, but we got a deal through Priceline again. And then the best place I've stayed in Orlando was at Hampton Inn on Kirkman, I believe.
All right.
Right.
It's in the shadow of the big hotel with a globe on top. I don't know exactly what that one's called.
Sheraton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's right next to that, and that place had the best continental breakfast, and that's another benefit because on site, I don't know about Disney, but at Universal, you're not going to get like the same kind of like quality continental breakfast or anything like that. Usually, I end up having to pay for those things separately,
Yeah, we stayed at Disney. The breakfast, it's literally room only.
Okay, so yeah,
And
the food court.
Yes,
was
least
garbage.
said the better.
Yeah, that's I think the only time I've gone down for seconds on a continental breakfast. So
Right.
yeah, that place was really good, and the rooms were really nice and clean, and so yeah, that was my favorite place to stay. And of course, I got to experience that one quite a bit because that's when I wrecked my knee.
Yes.
That was good that you were in the nice place then.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I got to experience that quite a bit, entire day.
Yeah. I mean, our experience, we've been over to Orlando 3 times. The first time, you'll see a pattern forming.
Yeah.
Here. Sorry, Tracy, I know I'm
No,
taking
it's all right.
over a little bit.
That's fine.
The first time we went, we stayed at the
Days in Lakeside.
That's opposite
Room 2212.
It was, yeah, it's Tracy's birthday. Which
It's my
is quite
birthday.
good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
If you come down our drive away from Universal, there's a big McDonald's on the corner. I think it's the biggest one in the world.
Oh yeah,
And turn
know that well.
And turn right there. There's a Publix somewhere down there, and there's I think there's a Chick-fil-A and a gourmet McDonald's and a bank. Well, opposite that gourmet McDonald's used to be, hence notice I use the word used to be.
You will see a pattern here.
The Days in Lakeside, and I'll be honest, it was okay.
It was a cheap-ass motel.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was our first trip ever to Orlando, and it still holds a lot of fond memories for us. But it wasn't brilliant.
It's where we were holed up during Hurricane Jean.
Yeah, we didn't get, there was no breakfast included or anything like that. It was literally just one room with two beds? Yeah.
Yeah, because we moved bed one night
all the
because it was too hot.
Yeah, that's your standard Days Inn. They don't have any other, you got one kind of suite, and one kind of room, and that's it.
But you know what? It was basic, it was clean, it was fine.
We literally, our rule of thumb normally for picking a hotel is we pick the holiday brochure up and find the cheapest one.
Because let's face it, what do we do in those rooms? We dump our dirty wash and we get showered, we sleep.
Yeah.
We don't spend any time during the day in our hotels.
I mean, the second time we went was the Orlando Grand Plaza. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Yeah, it wasn't. It was the Orlando Less Than Grand Plaza.
As they say, you can't polish a turd.
No. It was okay.
Again, it was basic, it was clean, it was bloody noisy.
When we went back last time, that had also closed down. For anybody who knows I drive well, it's now the Coco Key Hotel and Water Park next to Volcano Tiki Island.
Which I do recommend.
Yes, that's very good. Anyway, and then last time we stayed at the Port Orleans French Quarter, Disney.
It is still open.
Yes.
I hasten to add.
I don't think that one's going to close down. Now, Disney's a weird one. The hotel was lovely.
It was absolutely gorgeous.
It really was. The staff were...
The reason we stayed there was because it was the kids' first visit.
Well, it wasn't. It turned out that I went looking on different websites and found that where we were looking to stay, I could get a Disney hotel for about 300 quid more.
Yeah, but I'm saying, kids' first visit, let's make it a bit more memorable.
The hotel was gorgeous.
Yeah.
But saying that, actually, in layout, it was no different to the cheap motels.
Oh, room-wise, we had 2 sinks.
We had 2 sinks.
Which helped for getting ready on a morning.
Yeah, that was it.
And
the sinks were outside of the bathroom, which is always useful.
Yes, I mean, the staff were what you'd expect from Disney. The staff were brilliant.
All but one.
We got free parking in the parks and stuff, which is a big benefit of staying on Disney. It's about the only one we used. For the benefits for staying on Disney, you can get your stuff, anything you buy in the parks, you can get shipped back to your hotel.
Yeah.
You get your extra magic hours.
Yeah. I was going to say that one.
And your free parking in the parks, which, depending on how many days you're spending at the parks, that's a lot of money. It's like $15 a day.
Oh, yeah.
Which, staying at a Universal hotel, you do not get.
Yeah, very true. I wonder if you can get your stuff shipped back to your room at Universal.
Yes.
Okay.
That's handy.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. But you never know.
No, this is true.
But the extra magic hours we only used once, wasn't it, to do Animal Kingdom at night?
Yeah, which is bizarre. Because they don't put any lights on.
No, it was really, really good.
It was really good, yeah.
But again, that thing about staying in the villa, Darren, was that the days we were going up to Universal, it was a trek to get out of Disney, go through downtown Disney and up and through and up to Universal. And we like to go to Ponderosa for our breakfast.
Hear all the booze.
Oh, yeah.
And the problem is... to do it staying at Disney, there's not one near, so you're having to either get up early to go down to one,
and then backtrack,
or miss time in the parks to go and get your breakfast. And that was one of the things that we found quite awkward staying down on Disney property. Now, I know a lot of people, we have friends who go to Orlando and will purely just go to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And from that point of view, I don't see a drawback for it.
No.
For staying on Disney property, there isn't. If all you're going to do is potter around that end of iDrive and do the Disney parks,
then it's ideal.
The only drawback is the cost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get us wrong. Staying in the Disney hotel was lovely. You know, it was nice to be able to get the riverboat down to downtown Disney on a night or walk up to the riverside. It was really nice and really nice surrounds, lovely staff. But it just didn't suit us, did it?
It's that thing as well. You've got to look at how much time you spend in your hotel room. That's why, Darren, you go, right, I'll pay $30. Because really, how bad is it going to be? And I'm not going to spend that much time in it.
It's always penicillin.
Yeah, exactly.
But
as long as it looks clean, I'm okay.
That's it.
You're not going to spend, as long as the shower's all right, the toilet works, and the bed's fairly clean and comfortable. Really, what else do you? And it's quiet. What else do you need if you're that way inclined?
Right.
So
exactly, yeah. The only time I've seen the inside of a Disney hotel is when I rode the tram through it.
All right,
the monorail.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the only experience I have inside a Disney hotel is just looking at it and going, ooh, as we went through.
I have to say, my dream is to stay in the Poly one time. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I would
I've told you, Heather's already pricing it
Poly.
up for us. I'm waiting for a quote back off her, but I don't know whether it'll
Heather,
work
make
out
it a
or
good
not.
one.
I'd like to stay in one of those secret rooms inside of the park.
There's the castle
yeah.
suite inside Cinderella's castle.
Yeah.
So we've kind of covered Disney. We've kind of covered Villas and iDrive. Let's move on to Universal.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll equate that the three of us haven't stayed there yet. Equate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
None of it, but by this time next year we will have done.
Yeah.
Darren is hoping to stay at the Hard Rock.
Yes.
We're hoping to visit.
Yes, definitely.
Certainly.
And we are hoping to stay at the Royal Pacific. Sorry to everyone on our Facebook page.
Send us money, we can stay at the Hard Rock next time, and then the Portofino Bay. Just send the money in, it's fine.
Isn't the Hard Rock cheaper
we'll take
when
a
we've
hit.
priced it up?
It is. It turns out we've actually chosen the most expensive of the three.
No, it's the second expensive.
The second, okay.
The Portofino's always... Well, I mean, let's look at the hotels. For me, one of the drawbacks at staying, depending on which one it is, and we'll talk just for getting into Universal at the moment, like the Portofino Bay is quite away from the parks. If you look at the map...
20 minutes in or something.
Where the Royal
20-minute walk.
Pacific is and the Hard Rock are pretty much at the entrances. The Royal...
Yeah, but they'll still cart you either way.
Oh, yeah, but it's still... You've got to get up early to get to the parks earlier, or... Do you know what I mean?
True, yeah.
So, Darren, you said you've got the website up there. What perks do you get as a hotel guest?
Okay, so let's see here. I've actually got the Hard Rock room up here. Let me see the accommodations for the standard rooms here. Well, we know, of course, you get the early entry to the park now, which might not be the case soon. So I've heard, rumor-wise, they might be taking away the early entrance to the parks.
Right.
Don't know that for sure. You also get an unlimited express pass.
That is the main benefit. Let's be honest.
Definitely. And I was just looking at the Hard Rock. For example, the club level suite, the extra benefits you're going to get with that, and I think they're on average about $50 to $60 more a night. But you're going to get upgraded in-room amenities, evening turn-down service, and cotton signature bathrobes. Nice.
Way.
Yeah, keyed access to the club level located on the 7th floor. So you don't have to worry about any of the other lowly people getting up onto your floor. Unless I let them in.
Yeah. And then you might get the turn-down service again.
Yeah. You get flat panel televisions and the exclusive Club 7, which is a really cool thing, open daily from 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Now that includes free coffee and water all day long, which is a benefit onto itself, staying in Orlando. If you can get free water, then free bottled water, that's pretty good. And they just keep it in coolers up there so you can take as much as you need.
That's good.
Coffee is Starbucks, which is definitely a star.
Sorry, I don't like Starbucks.
For me, that's thumbs up. They also give you a continental breakfast. That's, from what I know, it's pretty basic on that. But you also get evening hors d'oeuvres and complimentary beer and wine, as much as you can drink between 5 and 7.
Okay, that sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, an evening dessert from 8:30 to 9:30. They just put out a dessert tower basically, and you can just go crazy on it.
Okay, sounds good.
You also get a personal concierge service, rock and roll magazine and music library selection, and a complimentary use of computer with internet access and printer. That's pretty basic, but I'd say your big benefit there is the the food and the Club 7.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty cool, that.
I mean, obviously,
that's where
it seems to be a lot of people that stay at the Universal hotels kind of do what we're doing, and will book it for a couple of nights to take advantage of the Express Pass. Well, to be honest, now looking at it more, we're not doing it as much for that. We're doing it because we want to stay at one of the hotels for the podcast, but
for ourselves.
Yeah, and the Express Pass makes a big thing, but I know a lot of people will do it because the rooms aren't cheap. At all.
No, they're not.
But
definitely not.
I've not heard anybody say that they're not worth staying at. But then if you look at the price, I can't remember how much it was. It was like $230 or something what we priced up for one night next year for the 4 of us in the Royal Pacific, just in a standard room. And as we said way back on, I think it was episode 3 or 4, $230 for a room and you're getting 4 unlimited express passes. Yeah. That perk, those passes for you to buy would cost you over $1,000.
Wow.
Because you're getting it for the day of your stay and the day after.
Mm-hmm.
And you can check in early and leave your bags, which will let me put in your room.
Yes.
And head straight to the park at Rope Drop, or whatever they call it in Universal.
Don't know whether they have an official term for it, do they?
Gate open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
entry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you don't get free parking. No. You will pay the same parking rate that you do to park in the park for a daily rate. And do you pay? That's one thing I'm not sure of. Do you pay daily for the parking, or once you just pay once and stay for as long as you're in there?
It's a daily price, as far as I'm aware, but it's sort of added onto your hotel room. Now I know that even as an annual pass holder, depending on when you go, because we looked at getting annual passes that potentially could have made that better, but your first day you don't get your free parking, and I don't think it covers the hotel rooms either.
It's a little bit cheeky, that. It's probably because I've heard that all these people are only staying there to get the express passes, so they've got to recoup a bit of money.
You get your express pass, your early admission to the park, you get complimentary water complimentary water taxis along picturesque waterways, or ride the shuttle bus directly to both theme parks and City Walk. You can get priority seating at select restaurants through the parks and City Walk. Complimentary delivery of merchandise purchased throughout the resort to your on-site hotel room. There you go, Darren.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. Resort-wide charging privileges with your room key card. Universal Orlando character dining with some of your favourite theme park characters. Have fun, sign autographs at your table, and then start your day with a wake-up call from one of your favourite Universal Orlando theme parks. So it does sound very similar to what you get at Disney. I'm actually quite excited after reading that now.
I think it sounds good.
Yeah.
But then it's a weird one because you can't really compare Universal to Disney, because generally you're not going to spend the same amount of time at Disney, so you would never go and pay for like 2 weeks hotel stay at Universal unless you've got a lot of money to burn.
Right.
Oh, Universal, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not somewhere you're going to stay and then travel down to Disney. If you're staying at Universal, you're going to... So it's a different one to compare it to staying on-site at Disney or off-site. It's not really one you can do because, like you say, generally people will only do it for a couple of nights. Like for someone like you, Darren, you might go, do you know, I'm going to push the boat out at Halloween Horror Nights this year. I'm going to have a night in the Hard Rock.
Right, and I tried this year. Unfortunately, it didn't work out this year, but that's right. It'll just make it all the sweeter when I go next summer, right?
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, so I think that pretty much wraps up the benefits. But we need to do some Disney restaurants for John, don't we?
We do. Well, and Universal.
Yeah.
You know, and don't forget City Walk as well. And I suppose we can chuck in any other restaurants, like on iDrive, that we've enjoyed. I can only think of one, really.
Right, restaurants. We'll go round the table, seeing as this is a round table. Any restaurants that you recommend for someone for their honeymoon? Go, Tracy.
I like Mythos.
Okay.
It's a very different kind of atmosphere, and you do feel does feel very intimate. I like it in Mythos.
Darren.
I'm gonna say Emeralds or the Kitchen at Hard Rock.
Okay, I'm going to go with, we're looking at posh, aren't we?
Well, not necessarily posh, but nice, special.
Romantic.
Oh,
Lee
God.
doesn't do romantic.
KFC.
Yeah.
I'm struggling now. I've put it on everybody else, and I can't think of anywhere.
Green
I think
eggs
if you want
and
to push
ham.
the boat out, Narcoossee's at Disney is one that's apparently amazing. Just wherever.
Uh-huh.
It's supposed to be amazing. And I know everyone says it has a reputation it doesn't deserve, but for an intimate dining experience, I would say Le Cellier at Canada. Because the server was amazing. I think for a romantic meal, that would be brilliant.
The food was good.
It was.
Well,
I just made a bad choice.
Yeah. Cheddar cheese soup is to die for.
I thought this would be
Pretzel,
easy
sourdough
picking
pretzel
restaurants,
sticks.
but it's not.
Well, let's have a look. Let's go around the parks. Epcot, then, since you've mentioned Le Cellier. Darren, where do you recommend in Epcot?
I don't know what it's called, but it's the Japanese restaurant in Japan.
Is it the one with
my favorite place?
The one with the hibachi tables?
Yes, they have that. We didn't actually eat at the hibachi because for some reason during the day, maybe we go off season a lot. They typically don't have those open, but they still have a full menu off table as well. So
it's teppanydo.
Yeah, and they are really good at the Japanese food. My grandma is 100% Japanese, and she loved it as well. So there's your validation.
Definitely, yeah. Is it the Bistro de Paris? The one that's upstairs is supposed to be amazing.
Yeah. Restaurant Marrakesh. That's quite special.
Yeah, that would be a good one if you got the tables at the back like we did.
Yeah, it's lovely, and you have your dancers and the music, live music being played, and the lighting is. It's like a sunset, actually. And the food. Do you know what we did? We went in, we didn't know really what we were eating, and basically we just went with what we were recommended.
Yeah,
and we got some really good dishes. So just go in, just ask them to recommend something, because that was nice in there. Expensive, but worth every penny.
It wasn't. I don't think it was expensive.
What did you faint for then?
I didn't. So right, moving on to what we'll go Magic Kingdom and get it out of the way. I don't think there is anywhere. Not really special.
No, I like the sci-fi restaurant that has the alien guy playing the piano.
Phrase.
Yeah, I always like to stay there. Yeah, I like Tomorrowland. That's my favorite part of Magic Kingdom. So.
I'm looking forward to going back there. You see, that's a fun place, and it doesn't have to be romantic or expensive. It just has to be memorable, and to get themselves a seat. And
we were very lucky that we got close to Sunny Eclipse.
You know, go and watch the show. It's an experience.
I'm going to apologise to all our die-hard Universal fans because you're going to find out how much of a Disney geeks that we actually are as well.
Don't worry, I'm still on your side, guys.
We still love Universal the most.
Yes. So I'll move on to see Animal Kingdom's a struggle. Apparently Yak and Yeti's supposed to be very nice.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Well, Animal Kingdom, you hunt your own, right?
Yeah, on the safari you get given a gun.
I'd just like to say not Pizza Safari. If you're eating Pizza Safari, lift the topping off the pizza, put it on the paper plate and eat that.
Yeah. The Rainforest Cafe was pretty good.
The Rainforest Cafe was great.
But I don't think it's not like, if you were looking for something romantic, it's not the place to go. There isn't much there.
That's surprising. You'd think they'd have, the restaurant with trained monkeys serving you food and that sort of thing.
Tusker House is nice.
Yeah.
Flame Tree Barbecue is nice if you can go behind.
Oh, and if you can get there if you're on extra magic hours where we were sat.
With the little twinkling lights, that was nice. Or just go along to Animal Kingdom Lodge instead.
You've got a few there. You've got Sonar, Boma, and Gico. Yeah, they're all supposed to be amazing.
We'll come back to hotels, though.
Yes.
That's my fault.
So we're at Hollywood Studios. If you want a fun meal...
Best experience, bar none, 50s prime time.
Darren, have you ever done the 50s prime time cafe?
I don't think so.
Right, that's on the
Happy
list.
Days.
So very cool.
Your servers all like it'd be Auntie Sue or Cousin John.
And Grandma makes the shakes.
It's brilliant. You get told off if you don't eat your greens.
And all
stuff.
I can say is, anybody going there for the first time, play along.
Yeah.
Don't eat your greens. Be naughty.
Yeah.
You get so much more interaction.
Raymond sweeping the floor.
Yeah,
and
then Jade
Jade's-
getting the pout on because she wasn't, and she ended up wearing our.
She was the server's penny, wasn't she?
Yeah, the apron and
serving. It was
taking
brilliant.
people's orders, and it was so much fun.
It is brilliant.
I mean, we've eaten there
Oh,
twice
that sounds
now.
awesome.
Yeah, it is really cool. Twice now,
Twice,
haven't we?
yeah, it's really really nice.
The brown derby's supposed to be nice,
I've always
but
looked
it's
at
like
the menu
quite
and
fussy
gone,
food, isn't it? Yeah.
Sci-fi diner.
I want to do that next
I
time.
hear good
Have you
things
seen
about
that one, Darren?
I think that's where we ate when I've only been there the one time, so
It's like
Drive-in.
yeah, so you actually sit in cars.
yes, yeah, that's right. Yep, that is where we ate.
Cool.
A lot of fun.
So we'll move on to
Is that
Universal.
everything in?
That's at all the Disney parks.
No, in Hollywood Studios.
Mama Melrose's.
Never been there.
There's not a lot else in there. A lot of it tends to be Don't Go in Pizza Planet. Same story.
It's Pizza Fari.
It's Pizza Fari. Rinse and repeat.
Hello, right to stop.
I think we went there. I think we ate there when I was like I would have been really young going, but it's based off the Toy Story one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, at least the atmosphere is really cool in there.
It
I'd
is,
definitely
I've
at
gotta
least
say-
walk in and check it out.
Yeah. That's
food's
one thing I
crap,
would say.
though.
Yeah, go and check it out.
Yeah.
But don't expect too much from the food.
No.
Or if
just,
you're
just
going,
grab a soda.
don't have the pizza.
Yeah.
Speaking of pizza, though, going back to Epcot via Napoli.
It's supposed to be amazing. Yeah, we're going to do that
Yeah.
next time. So go on, move on. We'll do any Disney hotels recommend.
We haven't done the Universal parks.
We'll get there in a minute. We'll finish Disney at the moment. Wilderness Lodge, Whispering Canyon, supposed to be amazing. And we will know because we are planning on going next year. I say Narcoosseous. Everyone says the California grill's amazing. The top of the Contemporary.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not Ohana. Where are we going?
Corner.
Cafe for breakfast. I need to try Tonga toast.
Actually, can I just say, the breakfast menu, I just want one of everything.
Darren, sourdough French toast filled with banana with a strawberry compote.
Oh my god.
It's about 3 inches thick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm for it.
Cool. Anywhere at downtown Disney worth?
Earl of Sandwich.
Not really for like,
I don't
I'm going to
care.
take you out for a special meal, dear. We're going to go at the Earl of Sandwich.
Well, if you like seafood, there's Fulton's. I know where they should go. Girardelli's.
Oh yeah, have
Go and have a Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll get there early so you're not queuing forever. They'll
Right.
feed each other ice cream. That's romantic.
Go over to Universal. It's a Universal Studios then.
Universal Studios.
Yeah, with Lombards.
Yeah, that's what you got for specialty there, basically, right?
Yeah.
The Finnegan's. That's not a very romantic meal at Finnegan's, but it's fun.
Yeah.
You can get really sloshed there.
Okay.
That could be romantic.
Your goggles sometimes help.
Yeah.
Again, going with I'm obviously just into ice cream at the moment. Schwab's. That's a nice
Yeah,
experience.
go and share a sundae. A banana split, sorry.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's really cool there. I like that.
Islands of Adventure, like you said, Tracy, Mythos stands out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Green eggs and ham. That's something you don't get everywhere.
The Confisco grill for breakfast.
It was
Even if it's
absolutely-
not the character one, just
The breakfast was very, very good.
yeah, it was. The French toast there was amazing.
Oh,
Texas style French toast. Oh man, I need some French toast. We need to have French toast for breakfast in the morning.
strawberry conserve.
And remember, under no circumstances at Universal go to Bob Marley Cafe.
Really?
Yeah, remember? It was horrible.
Right.
I went there before Halloween Horror Nights last
you
year.
did. Yes, you're
That's
right.
And just had a miserable time. It's hot out there in the seating area. It's all open. So you are getting the full force of the Florida weather without any of the breeze or wind because it's all up like 2 floors on all sides.
I'm going to throw one out there. The new verandas.
Yeah, that would be nice on an evening.
Go and grab a drink and a little snack and go and find a little area in the new. Have you seen the new decking areas, Darren?
Oh yeah.
Eric's
That'd be very nice.
Eric's got us pictures that are posted on the website.
Certainly, yeah, especially towards the evening when the sun starts to go down, they light that whole area up.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
Well, there's one area that Eric took pictures of, and it sort of looks out across the lagoon over the Universal Globe and Rip Ride Rocket.
Oh wow,
that would be stunning to sit there and just chill out on a night. I bet that's lovely.
Very nice, yeah.
So anyway,
that's always one of my favorite memories of that is leaving the park and just walking back through City Walk at night.
Yeah,
because it just looks amazing all over there.
It does. I love they have everywhere has a completely different atmosphere in Orlando at night.
Certainly,
it's brilliant. So anywhere off-site we can recommend?
I was just going to say, City Walk, Bubble Gump, good food.
Oh yeah,
good atmosphere, good service.
The server was amazing, wasn't she? Was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong there.
No. We haven't really eaten anywhere sort of nicey off-site, have we? Chili's
is one of our favourites, but it is just...
I could list you where we've eaten, right? McDonald's, Chili's,
I just say
KFC,
Gourmet.
Pizza Hut, Wendy's, Perkins, IHOP, Denny's. Yeah.
Eating like true Americans.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, I can't think of anywhere to recommend off-site, to be honest.
We went to a Japanese restaurant on International Drive one time. I don't even know if it's still open. If anybody, regular Orlando visitors will know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think here. But it was really cool in that they had like a whole drum show, like traditional Japanese drum show going on outside. All the tables were like out in a courtyard. And they had a series of koi ponds with little bridges going over them.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a really nice area. I'll go ahead and look that up while we're talking about some other stuff here.
I don't know, I'm struggling to think of anywhere else. There's one, is it Moonfish? What is that?
That rings a bell.
Or something down Sand Lake Road supposed to be really nice. Bonefish.
Yeah,
that's...
Oh, Bonefish Grill.
That's supposed to
Yeah, that's a chain around here in Florida.
Right.
We have one pretty close to my house, actually. Really good place to eat.
Go on. Giordano's
Pizza Pie. I know it's not romantic,
Oh, yeah.
but then again, romance is what you
Manny's
make it.
Chop House apparently is a bit of a trek out
Yes.
that's supposed to be fantastic.
Let us know, people. What do you recommend for a honeymoon?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, send them all over. We'll let John and Karen know.
Definitely.
You know, anything we can do to make someone's... Especially honeymoon. I was going to say the honeymoon go with a bit of a bang, but let's not go into that one. Moving on.
Before we go down that route, I think that'll do it for this first round table. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. A bit of different... It's been interesting to see. I think we've got to know each other a bit more as well.
Certainly.
A bit more of Darren's youth playing around in garages. Setting fire to things, I've no doubt.
We call good youth.
So,
things,
we're
yes.
going to do another 3 of these at least with our Halloween Horror Nights. So if you guys have got any other topics you want to hear us talk about, just send us an email over to podcast@uuopodcast.com. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be theme park based.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway,
yes, dear.
we shall move on.
Yeah.
And invite Mckenzie onto the show.
Oh, yes. Bring on Mckenzie.
All right, welcome everyone to our first Halloween Horror Nights segment about the behind-the-scenes tour of Halloween Horror Nights. And we have with us listener Mckenzie Ramey. Hi, Mckenzie.
Hi.
Hi, Mckenzie.
Hi there. Right, just to start us off, Mckenzie, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about which tour you actually did?
I did the Unmasking the Horror tour.
Right. Could you give us some detail? Because you've done it more than once. So,
yeah, I've done it twice in the past 2 years.
Yeah. So, would you like to tell us a bit more about the first year you did it?
Okay, the first year was the 20 Years of Fear themed year. And we got to tour Psycho Scarapy, Echoes of Shady Brook, Legendary Truth, and Hades. And you also get to have a walkthrough of all the scare zones.
Sounds really cool.
It's a year I don't remember much about because we hadn't started doing the podcast at that point. So, Darren.
Yeah, well, that's really cool. And from what I understand, what I read a little bit about it, you guys get to tour the house with the lights on?
You do, and it's completely different with the lights on versus lights off. They show you, the tour guides will walk you through and show you all this hidden Easter eggs. I think it was during the 20 Years of Fear, they had, it was a thing, it was like, what was it called? There were buttons hidden throughout different houses that if you pushed them, something special would happen. And they went through and showed us where all these buttons were. And I had tried to push one, but I couldn't find it. But my sister did and actually got me and my friend, because we were caught in the middle of it. So that was kind of scary.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was not aware that they did anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know if they kept doing it because they didn't mention it again when we went back with the Lady Luck ear, but it was like a tourist activated buttons, because you also have in haunted houses, you have the actor activated buttons versus the people activated buttons, and with the actor activated buttons.
That's a tongue twister.
When they would push the button, a special effect would happen, or lights would go off, sounds would go off, a little effect. But with the buttons, where we could push them, we would cause the effect to happen somewhere else in the house to scare somebody else.
So it's very similar to what happens in the queue for the Mummy ride, then.
Exactly. Except a lot harder to find.
Right, I'm sure, yes.
In the dark.
Yeah, because I've
Very
heard,
cool.
I remember hearing a review on a podcast a few years back of one of the, I think it was the Lights On tour, that they're saying that even though a lot of the houses are in the dark, the attention to detail that's actually in each of those houses goes...
It's amazing.
Yeah. Goes way beyond, because 90% of it you're not going to see, but they still go into that such intricate detail to make that house what it needs to be. It just...
Yeah.
It's tours like this that you get to see that, and that's the only thing, for a tour like this, that's the only time you're going to get to see it. It seems a bit of a waste of time, really.
What?
Putting all that effort into it to then not be it for average guest to go through and not see it.
Yeah.
The devil's in the details, Lee.
Don't get me wrong.
And we need the devil.
I love that level of detail, but if you were a Universal Halloween Horror Night creative, think that all that work that you put into it that's not going to get seen by 90% of the guests.
Well, yeah, I think it's everybody sees a little bit. Every different person is going to see a little bit of it, and all together, you get the big overall group impression.
Yeah.
So
I definitely don't want him to take out any details.
No. So out of those houses that you got to see with the lights off, then, Mckenzie, which would you say was your favourite? Actually, because I'm assuming you went to Halloween Horror Nights that year as well.
Yes, we did.
So out of those houses that you toured with the lights on, which did you feel was the best one with the lights on, and which was the best one without the lights on?
The best one with the lights on, I would have to say, was Hades, because that one had a lot of details in it, and we got a lot of good pictures in there too.
Cool.
And the best one with the lights off, I would have to say Legendary Truth, because as we were walking through with the lights on tour, I didn't want to go to Halloween Horror Nights the first year. I was scared. I am a scaredy cat. I don't like it. Except now I don't get scared at all for some reason. I can't get scared. But the first year I was terrified.
Right.
And we were touring through Legendary Truth. They said when you got into a certain room, on the windows they had this certain light effect that if your eyes were closed from being scared, that this light would go off and an image would literally burn into your retinas. So when you kept your eyes closed, you would see the image, and they had like the Exorcist's face.
Oh my goodness.
Some of the classic monsters. So my friend that I was partnered up with in the haunted house, when we got to that room, she was like, "Kenzie, open your eyes. So I wouldn't have those images burned into my
That's just evil.
It quite was. And even with the lights off, trying to keep up what room you are actually in versus lights on is even difficult.
Wow. Cool. You stole my question.
Sorry.
Read my mind.
So the second year you went, Mckenzie, was then obviously last year.
Yes.
And what did you get to do on the tour for that one then?
That one we toured Winter's Night, The Forsaken, and Nevermore the Madness of Poe, and of course we also got to walk through all the scare zones again.
Cool.
Now we know a bit more about last year, obviously, because we covered it quite extensively, but I'm still going to pass it over to Darren.
Okay.
Because you were there.
I was. I mean, I don't know if you want to go into a little bit I mean, personally, out of those three, I'd say my favorite was the Madness of Poe, and I'm sure the detail in that house with the lights on was pretty intricate as well.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. None of my group that went really liked the Madness of Poe.
Huh?
Like, none of us really at all liked it at all. But the one that was our favorite, mainly because my mother, literally when she gets scared, she drops to the ground. Each person has to be assigned to her in each house so that we can push her through the house.
Okay.
And, Nevermore, I mean, they gave you a little bit more backstory, but really all the backstory they gave you was just the stories that you could read on Wikipedia. There were a few, there weren't that many, like, hidden Easter eggs as, like, other ones would have, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a Poe geek, so I don't know. I saw a lot in there, but I've read all the stories as well, so.
We read them as we were driving down to Orlando. We read them in the car, and my sister isn't very, she's still younger, but she doesn't read at all. She doesn't like books. So we were trying to read them out loud. She's like, I don't understand a single word you were saying.
Right.
So we're like, okay, here's the gist of it. So we read those, and I mean, it was the last room was really cool, and seeing that with the lights on was cool because you got to see actually how everything was slanted and built and different like that. Mm-hmm. And you got to see all the different places where the actors would hide out and jump out at you, and so seeing the lights on and being able to see the stories in a little bit more detail where you could actually like take it in was very cool. But there wasn't a lot of hidden Easter eggs as like Forsaken or Winter's Night had.
Right.
Oh, right. And what was it like, going through it with the lights on before actually going through the house? Would you say like it hampers the house, or does it enhance the house?
In my opinion, it does enhance the houses in a way, but also knowing what's around every corner does kind of lessen the scare effect to me, but they are so different when the lights are on versus off that it's like two completely different houses.
Right.
Cool.
Do you think there's any advantage to be had by doing the lights on tour after you've done the Halloween Horror Nights?
That's what I would prefer to do, but my group prefers to do it before we go to any of the houses so we can see everything before we go. Uh-huh. But I would like to go one day, then do the tour, and then go back and see those houses. So that way you have like a clean version, then you see the lights on, and then you see it as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good plan.
Overall, like going into last year, because obviously last year's the year that we know more about with covering it on the podcast and stuff, were you happy with the choice of houses that you got to go through, or do you think if you could have chosen them yourself, you would have chosen different houses?
I wish instead of Poe, we could have toured The Thing.
Right.
I loved The Thing.
Darren, obviously you were there last year. If there's any of those houses that you would have wanted to see with the lights on, which one for you would have been?
Saws and Steam.
It's funny, that's what I was thinking.
Forgotten about that one.
Yeah, because the lighting effects were so extreme in there. I think it would be really interesting to see. I'm guessing that one probably wasn't as like intricately detailed as the other ones because the lighting was so extreme in there. But I think it would still be very cool to see all that in detail.
Well, what our tour guide said about Saws and Steam, because last year our tour guide gave us information on like all the houses, even though we never toured them. She said with Saws and Steam, when you first entered the house, that little diagram little thing that was sitting like right when you enter with like the greenery and the trees and like a little bit of houses there. Mm-hmm. When the first opened up, it was completely open, but people were stealing things and like messing it up, so they had to put up a plexiglass wall over it.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked by that.
That doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
I know it shouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, everybody wants a souvenir.
Very true.
Mckenzie, did they give you any sort of information about the projection system used in Acid Assault then?
Not really, just that it was the new technology, and they couldn't wait to show everyone how awesome it is.
That was pretty good.
Well, we only watched stuff on YouTube, didn't we? But it looked pretty cool from what we saw. And Darren, you said it was, once you were there and it was dark, it did look amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that whole section that was my favorite scare zone that they had there, personally. That year, definitely very cool.
Yeah, I'm going to ask an awkward question now, because as when this goes out, we'll know. But as of recording this, Mckenzie, we know there are currently 4 houses being announced for Halloween Horror Nights. Obviously, when this comes out, they'll all have been announced. But from the ones we've got now, Silent Hill, The Walking Dead, Darren, help me out, Alice Cooper, and
Penn and Teller.
And Penn and Teller. Out of those 4, are there any ones there that stand out that you would really want to see with the lights on for this year's tour?
I would have to say Walking Dead, because my group is making me go in first to this house because I have a long line of fear of zombies.
Right.
Yes, that's kind of
scared as much. They're putting me in first to see if it'll scare me now. So I would like a lights on tour of that just to know what's around the corner.
Are you a fan of the Walking Dead TV program?
I mean, it's interesting, but I mean, like, I have shows that I like more than it.
Right. That's the one. That and Silent Hill would be the 2 that I'll be looking forward to most at the moment.
Yeah, we just watched Silent Hill a few days ago, and I'm really excited.
Did you ever play the video games?
No, I did not.
They're way, way better than the film.
Really?
Yeah. I think I
can't play games
from
like
my
that.
point of view, I would hope they would steer it more towards the feel of the video games than, even though the movie was pretty authentic to the look of the video game, I would want them to steer it more in that direction.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that, Darren?
Yeah, definitely. Very disturbing game series. So, I mean, yeah, it got to the point when I was playing that game, I was younger, of course, but I couldn't play with the lights off at all. It was like, turn the lights on, play this in the middle of the day.
With your back against the wall.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
but not near a window.
Yeah. I've got to say, games like that, if I get scared, that's it. I'm not playing. So
yeah, I gotta say, this year I am a little nervous about the zombie hordes going around, because I have a little bit of an irrational fear of zombies as well. So.
They're freaky.
Oh yeah, and the thing is like, to do the makeup for them, they're people, you know, they're people anyways. So as long as they act it out well, it's going to be very disturbing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mckenzie.
Yes.
Are there any of the other tours that you would really like to do?
I would like to do let me find the name of it. The Arcane Insights tour. Because of the Q&A and having the art and design members giving you even more information.
Yeah.
Because I do hope to move down to Orlando eventually at some point in my life. And that is the kind of what I would like to work in if I ever move down there, is the art and design team.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And this year, when are you going to be going to Halloween Horror Nights?
Our trip is October 1st through the 8th, and we'll be going to Halloween Horror Nights the 4th, 5th, 6th. That weekend. We're going that weekend. All 4 days.
How many days will you visit just for Halloween Horror Nights then, Mckenzie?
I think it's 2.
Okay, Darren, that even puts you to shame.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just quickly looking through your email as well, actually. How did you find your tour guides when you did it, Mckenzie? Were they quite knowledgeable? Did they give, did they take questions quite well? Were they...
Yes. David was our first year. I think that was his name. And he took it as a very, almost like a comedic perspective, and he took lots of questions. He had a lot of information to tell. He would even, especially in the legendary Truth House, there was the ghost in the floor and the poltergeist in the bed. He actually got in to those things, showed us like exactly what was going to happen, and he would sneak off and hide in something. And as we're walking through the house, he would start banging on something to scare us, and so it was very cool. But the last year we had a girl, I don't remember what her name was. I just remember she had blood red hair, and she had a lot more information than David did, not in a bad way, but I mean, she gave us so much more information on all the houses and all the scare zones.
Cool. It sounds like you had a couple of really good guides then.
Oh yes, these guides they make sure that they are guides. Like they make sure that it's worth going on a tour, that you do get the information that you want.
Sounds good. That's something, Darren, is it ever something you've looked at doing?
You know, I haven't yet, but after having this discussion, I think I'm just maybe going this year.
Well, this was the point of doing this as our first Halloween Horror Night show, Mckenzie. It was kind of with Darren doing his full review and wanting to get it out there as early as possible for people to be able to use the information, and that's why this one's going out as our first Halloween Horror Night show, so people can listen to this and kind of look like Darren has and think, actually, do you know, that sounds pretty cool. I might...
I'd certainly love to do
I
one.
might head into that, because I mean, I'm just looking, it's not expensive, is it? $55 a person for the unmasking.
Yeah, and plus tax, we only paid $58.58 each, and it's worth the price.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah,
Really?
It definitely sounds like it.
I assume is that just the price for the tour? That doesn't give you access to Halloween Horror Nights or anything else?
It does not give you access to Halloween Horror Nights. You do have to have a separate Halloween Horror Nights event ticket.
Right, and does this... When you do the tour, does it take place during Halloween Horror Nights, or is it like a during the day type thing?
The Unmasking the Horror takes place during the day.
Right.
And then the RIP tours take place during Halloween Horror Nights.
Because they get you they backdoor you into all the houses on that one, don't they? I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the ones that even us with express passes are jealous of those people because they get to cut everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just looking because you've got they go, and if you look at the prices, like the non-private RIP tour was like $150 to $175.
If you think about that, just my ticket this year, we're gonna go opening night Friday night the 21st, and Florida resident for my ticket and my express pass is $100.
Right.
So you're tacking an extra $50 on that, and you're getting a guided walkthrough right to the front of all the houses.
Yeah.
Because it says the length of tour when Halloween Horror Nights opens to when it closes.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Definitely. So yeah, that definitely sounds like a good idea. I probably won't be doing it this year, but definitely looking forward to that in the future.
Yeah. So, Mckenzie, is there anything else you want to add onto that? We haven't mentioned.
I don't think so. I think that covers pretty much everything. I mean, it's worth the price. And out of all of the tours, to me, the Unmasking the Horror to me is better because even though the RIP tours give you express passes and they give you the seating, they don't get, all you're doing is just going through the houses. Yeah. I mean, it's just with a tour guide. I mean, why not go with the Lights on Tour that's cheaper and you actually get more information?
Yeah, good point.
Certainly.
That's more money for souvenirs, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to save up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to save up $200 next year and do both.
Yeah. You can afford to go 4 times if you only go on the cheap tour, eh?
Yeah.
I like the idea of a Lights on Tour.
I would love to. If I lived down there, I would be at Halloween Horror Nights
every night,
as much as I could. I know, Ricky Briganti from Inside the Magic is there. He goes as much as he can.
Just need the kids to either get older or leave home.
If any listeners want to sponsor Darren to go on one of these backstage tours and review it for us, please send an email to podcast@uuopodcast.com.
I will graciously take pictures, do audio recording, anything you'd like.
We're not proud.
Well, now that you say pictures, that does remind me. The perk of the lights on tours is that you do, as you go through the houses, you are allowed to like take pictures, like with the set and actually like against the wall to take pictures and video. And whereas like with the RIP tours, I mean, you're just, like I said, walking through houses.
Yeah, that settles it. I'm doing it.
Yep.
That definitely sounds worth it then, yeah.
I can take Instagram pictures inside. Yep.
Cool.
I'm going.
Yeah.
That definitely makes it. That to me makes it more worth the while.
Mhm.
Because we have like tons of pictures of all of us posing next to like like in Hades, there's like a rack of weapons, and we even got our tour guide in it. And we're all like posing against the weapons. Now, of course, you can't like touch a lot of stuff, but I mean, you get close enough to like our back is leaning against the wall.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially this year with the properties that they have, that'd be really neat.
You'd like to think they've got some of the props from sort of like potentially the TV program of Walking Dead and Silent Hill. That'd be pretty cool. And we still got, obviously, as of recording this, another 3 houses to find
I was
out.
saying Alice Cooper. Well, that's the stuff that you're going to see in that house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Penn and Teller, that's going to be a bit whoa.
You dokie?
Yeah, a bit whoa.
Yeah, it's alright. He's got a bit Bill and Ted on us.
I'm just looking, they're actually going through the tours again. There's the HHN group tours, which is a private one, and a minimum of 10 quests is what it actually says on my bit here. It's $1,500 to $1,800, but it's customizable, and you can pick which houses, scare zone shows, and even attractions you'd like to tour.
All of them.
Yeah. Customization complete.
I'd want everybody else out of the park to pay that price.
I'm also assuming that's not per person.
Oh, it doesn't say.
No, I think it's per group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you get 10 people, that's only 150 to 180.
That doesn't.
Which makes it sound a lot more reasonable.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, I suppose we've kind of covered it all, haven't we? So I'd just like to thank you, Mckenzie, for coming on and giving us this great information.
Thank you guys for having me. This is like awesome.
It's not a problem.
I hope we've been gentle with you.
Put it this way, when I saw you tweet that picture out about on the backstage tour at Halloween Horror Nights, it's like, right, there's our first Halloween Horror Nights segment this year. Mckenzie, did you actually go on that tour? It's like, of course, right. Let's get it sorted.
Yeah. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on, Mckenzie.
I'm honored.
And yeah, if you're headed there this year, you have to let us know what you do and what.
I never said a word.
He's looking at me funny. Let us know what you did and what you thought of it and all of that. You know what I'm saying. Everybody knows what I'm saying. I just waffle. Right. So if like Mckenzie and Darren, and us, you're a Halloween Horror Nights fan, and you'd like a bit more information on these tours, you can head to www.halloweenhorrornights.com/Orlando /even RIP-tours.html.
I love big, massive, long web addresses.
Yeah, he gives them to me every time.
I'll put the link in the show notes.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say, dear.
Well, you even get on the 15. It is per group, by the way. $1,500. I'm just looking on the website there. You get a free bottle of water. That's nice.
Woo.
Just one for everybody?
Yeah, between the group.
It says complimentary coffee and bottled water in the RIP lounge at the end of the tour.
It's 1 coffee and 1 bottle of water per group. Everybody bring your caps.
It's per group. So I don't think that's bad, actually. You get 10 people at $1,500.
A minimum of 10 if you can rattle a few extra in. Price goes down.
You just grab people out the park, don't you? Do you want to come on a tour with us? So yeah, there's not much else to say on that. It's the information you give us has been absolutely brilliant, Mckenzie. It has been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you.
And who knows? Maybe next year again. Will you potentially be doing this tour again next year?
I'll be doing it this year and next year. We'll probably do it every single time we go to Halloween Horror Nights.
I think we shall make this a regular spot, I think.
If that's
if you're up for it, of course, Mckenzie, yes. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm thinking now. But I said, just once again, just to say thanks very much, Mckenzie, and I hope everyone finds the information as useful as we have.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. Cheers, Mckenzie.
Bye.
Take care now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Right, thanks everyone for joining us for episode 39. We hope you enjoyed all our Halloween Horror Nights content and our little round table discussion.
Yeah, well,
hopefully I edited it down to a bit more manageable than the 47 minutes that we actually did record.
I'm sure it's still awful though.
Yes, and I hope
it's helpful.
I hope Stephen enjoyed it, and I hope it gave
John and Karen
some useful information. But thank you, Darren and Tracy, for joining me.
You're most
Thank you.
welcome.
Thanks, Eric, for another great Watch Newniversal, and thanks to Mckenzie for a very insightful tour information. And I hope it's inspired other people. It actually did inspire Darren to go, but now he doesn't need to.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to be inspired to go. Can I have some money, please?
Just a bit more to go than that from what Mckenzie paid.
It's worth a try.
I'm sure
Yeah. So, just to reiterate about the Leonard Kinsey, our Kingdom of Dust competition. Don't forget to get your entries in by 22nd.
21st.
21st. You said 22nd.
21st. It's Halloween Horror Nights opening night.
Get your entries in by the 21st. 12 p.m. GMT, and the question is, what's the secret ingredient in the dust? You can win a digital download. And we're aiming to give Leonard a laugh.
Definitely.
Or gross him out. Either is good. So get him in.
Brilliant. Yep. That's it for this one. The next one will be out on the 28th of September and will include Darren's full review of Halloween Horror Nights. And another waffle from us, I'm pretty sure. So,
no doubt.
Ta-ta, everyone.
Thanks. See you later from me.
And good night, Internet. And remember, live the adventure.
Well, that just about does it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. We'd love for you to get in touch. So follow us all on Twitter at UUO Podcast, at UUOP Tracy, at UUOP Darren, and at UUOP Eric. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/unofficial Universal Podcast. Follow us on Instagram by searching UUO Podcast, and subscribe to our YouTube page at youtube.com/UUO Podcast. Don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? No problem. Just find the show at uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. Send us your spews, funny schmits, live reports, and any other comments at podcast@uuopodcast.com. And come find us on the forums and say hello at our partner site, micechat.com. So thanks for listening, and until next time, remember, live the adventure.
This has been a MicePod.com presentation.
MiceChat.com